battling. Hello guys, welcome to this game between Florida Scorpion and Clarion Asia. I have George with me. George, the floodlights are on.
Yes, and it has continued to be just an awesome venue and atmosphere for cricket.
And right now we have Roman Reis who is charging in just outside off. Goes to the fielder over there. We have John Simpson and Joe Cracknell opening the innings for Florida Scorpion. We'll be hoping for a cracker of a game this time.
Yes, let's hope the teams have their plans in place.
And now tries to go straight, does not get the connection, and takes a single. John Simpson and Joe Cracknell. What we have seen is teams need to gauge the pitch. It's the fast bowlers, when the ball comes to the bat, then they are able to get on top of it. But last time the fast bowlers were dominating.
Yes, I'm wondering if the management of both of these teams, watched any of that game to gauge, what transpired, and as a result, took some notes.
Yeah, Florida Scorpion, they would be looking for a couple of balls, couple of overs, just get the eye in. And but if they are getting any loose ball, would be ready to pounce. This time, just outside off. Oh, the bowler just fell through in his follow up, but it was close to the outside edge.
And that line has been truly a good um, has been a good point of bowling all day.
Yeah,
Just outside the off stump with some speed, and batters have been missing, you know, playing that ball. So if the bowler keep it up, it just might be successful.
yeah, just getting bowling in that channel and moving that ball outside, just going through the arm again over there, beats him all again. Nice pace, nice channel. Probably might look for a second slip over there if the same thing is, if Joe Cracknell is going to try to cut. And as we speak, there is a slip coming. Second slip, almost maybe third. Yeah, exactly over there.
It's more, closer to third slip that he's going. It's definitely not first slips.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like first, second, third, in between
Yeah.
2.5 and 3. The ball steaming in, Roman Reis. Now this time, when he gets a slip, he does not bowl that ball, bowls a little bit short. How often have we seen when the captain gives him slip, he gets excited about, the bowler bowling that length, and then when the slip is given, the
Right.
ball is bowled short.
Shorter, yes. And at this level, short balls are not going to get you much other than maybe a boundary off of your bowling.
Roman Reis. And Florida Scorpion, I want to say hello to my friend Arvind, who is in this team. Arvind, coming from Bentonville, Arkansas, is a part of Florida Scorpion. We'll all be watching to see him bat or field.
And while you're talking about your friends, I'm hoping that a lot of my friends in New York too are watching this MAQ TV because they do love cricket and spend a lot of time listening and watching cricket.
So, hello to all the friends for George. Hoping they are enjoying the live telecast of US Cricket 2022 brought to you on MAC TV. This is going to be a cracking game. Florida Scorpions and Abu Zaid Rahai comes in as the bowler right now.
And Abu is streaming to Joe, who plays it to short mid wicket for a single.
Clarion Asia. Abu Zaid looks like a medium pacer. Nice smooth run up. And he would be thinking about getting that first breakthrough for CCAU. The first over was a decent one, only 2 conceded, and now he has to build that pressure, keep that pressure of the first over, because as you build the pressure, that's where we have seen the teams successful in taking wickets. This time over pitches it, and John Simpson accepts it gleefully, drives it, but the ball just stops before the fence, and couple of runs have been taken. John Simpson doesn't seem to be very happy with his bat.
Yes, he based on that stroke off that bat, he felt he should have had a lot more than 2, and as a result, he needs to change his equipment. He needs a different bat.
And I can see my friend Arvind over there running. Oh, looks like a manager. He's not a manager. Probably my eyes.
The umpire was giving him some instructions.
It is Arvind. Nice camera work done to capture my friend Arvind over there. And now everything looks set. The bat is there. John Simpson, everybody's happy. Abu Zaid charging in. Oh, look at that ball. What a channel he was operating on. It had a little bit of seam movement and also a little bit of bounce. Just missing that outside edge.
Beautiful bowling by Rahi.
Tantalizingly close to that outside edge. Abu Zaid, if he keeps on operating like that, that second slip, third slip would come into the picture. Probably needs to move into 1.5 slip instead of the 2, I feel. This time comes straight at him and drops it. Was not ready. Probably the ball coming at great speed to him. Got his hands to it, but couldn't hold on.
No, that was hit back with some speed, some power, and as a result, he was unable to hold on.
Don't think that was got on the top side of the bat and the ball was there, but looks like Abu Saeed was just surprised that the ball was on his way. John Simpson with the new bat. Oh, beats him again on that channel. How many times have we seen that our bowlers have been bowling that perfect channel and batsmen struggling?
They have been struggling all day with that line. All day with that line. 3 matches. You have medium fast. They bowled that line, that length. Batters have been struggling with that line all day.
John Simpson probably needs to move a little bit closer to that line of the ball And this time he decides to drive straight. What a good over by Abu Zaid. It had rhythm in it. It had a little bit of nip and a little bit of bounce. He would be very happy with the first over.
So after 2 overs, it's 5 runs. John Simpson is on 3, having faced 8 balls, and Joe Cracknell is on 2, having faced 4 balls.
And then now Roman Reis seems to continue. The lights are taking hold of this, and look at a spectacular sight. Beautiful white light. This time tries on the leg, tries to civil and hit it, but manages only to find a fielder.
Right, that was a really good stop at that fine leg. Had that beaten the fielder, it would have been certainly a boundary. That was.
And Mr. Smith looks like he got a little bit injured. The ball was traveling with some pace.
Is that Odin Smith? That's not Odin Smith. That's that third fine leg.
Smith. Roman Reis ready. This time drives it
On the up. That was a beautiful shot. The batter moved into the ball, hitting it on the up and straight to the boundary. Fielder had no chance. And that's pretty much what batters typically need to do.
This is beautiful, like medium pace and just walking down, dancing down the pitch, meeting the ball up there and driving beautifully. Joe Cracknell looks like he has got it under control over there. Got the measure of the pace. That is exactly something that will help him as he progresses and bats against the spinner. This time, oh, what a mess. That was the fielder, the third man fielder had got it. There was an edge. He had got it covered, and somehow he makes a mess of it, and the ball runs to the rope. 2 consecutive fours. Roman Reis got that outside edge. There was not a slip. The slip had been moved out. And Joe Cracknell is now rolling. This time lets it go, and it's called a wide. What a sheen that pitch has.
Yes.
Look at that pitch. It is like glass.
And the pitch has certainly held up for 3 games. Still looks in superb condition after 3 matches. They're on the 3rd match and still in great condition.
Yeah, it is the 2nd day that we are using this pitch. Has seen almost. Look at that shot. He doesn't even move. Does not want to run, and that's what is all about timing. Paged up, and Joe Cracknell just terrific to watch. Goes on the front foot and drives beautifully.
Beautiful shot into the covers.
Look at that. Majestic. Exquisite. Tremendous. Joe Cracknell over here. He means business. This time shot. Pulled, and it's almost traveling to this. The umpire raises his hands, and what a terrific 6. Joe Cracknell seems to have the measure. Not only was he able to drive the ball, danced down the ground and hit a 4. This time he tells us that he does also has a pull shot.
So Joe Cracknell is cracking it.
He is. And now all the thinking needs to be done by the CCAU team. Roman Reis has been put under tremendous pressure. 19 runs have been conceded so far, and still there is a ball to go. Joe Cracknell would be chancing his favors. This time pulls it back, Roman Reis, the length, and bowls it as straight, and great defense shown by Joe Cracknell.
So after 2, it was 5. And after 3, it's 24.
That was the beauty of Joe Cracknell. Showed some glorious shot during that last over, lighting up the Broward County Stadium.
Beautiful. So after 3 overs, 24 without loss, Joe Cracknell is on 20 from 10, but John Simpson is still only on 3 after 8, but he doesn't have to worry because Joe Cracknell really went on a cracking. He really was living up to his name.
And John Simpson probably thinking that he might join the party, probably for now might need to give the strike to Joe Cracknell, who looks in majestic touch. Does that beautifully off his legs, takes a single, and let Joe Cracknell have the strike. Meanwhile, we have seen Abu Zaid had a beautiful first over as well. What can he do? He needs to produce a magical ball over here to get rid of Joe Cracknell, who is now 20 of 10. Some field placing happening over there. The third man comes in and square of the wicket. They have moved. Let's see if that helps. Just an inside edge. And now there is no third man. They have another player on the square leg. And a deep point has been put over as the 2 boundary riders, telling that, that it's going to be just a little short of good length that Abu Zaid is going to attempt. This time, again, dances down the track. Takes a single. I really like the look of Joe Cracknell. He is the one who's looking. He seems to use the feet, and that's a very high percentage chance that he will be very successful on this track. What do you say, George?
He seems to have a clear intent of what he needs, what he wants to do. He wants to attack the bowler. He needs the bowler to get off his line and get on the line that he wants the bowler to do.
Abu Zaid, what a cracking ball he is bowling. He has got it all up for the left-hander. He cannot believe how that missed the stumps.
Every player had their hands on their head.
Look at that.
They can't believe that ball did not hit the stumps.
Abu Zaid, I think he's robbed of that wicket. That ball bounced just enough to miss that wicket. Terrific bowling by Abu Zaid. Charging in. And this time, just bowls that slow ball and deceives him in pace. Hits that front pad. And there was an appeal, but it was already pitching outside leg.
Outside leg and slightly high.
But this has been a good performance by Abu Zaid after that third over, expensive over. He's trying to pull the brakes on the scoring and keep his team CCAU in the hunt. This time though wants to go across but is far away from the marker, and the umpire declares it a wide.
Right, misses his line because he definitely is trying to keep John Simpson off kilter and is trying to not let him get too comfortable with what he's trying to bowl, whether it's faster balls, slower balls. So coming around the wicket, and he
Abu
bowls
Zaid!
them, and he absolutely, he was always going to do something about John Simpson, and that was an awesome ball, straight and fast, and he completely deceived. That was just a cracker of an in swinger.
Yeah.
And John Simpson, was so surprised with that. I mean, as you could clearly see, the stumps have lit up.
Yeah. Abu Zaid going
Yep.
round the wicket, making that change to the angle, and he had put already John Simpson under tremendous pressure. 12 of 4, and brings that ball a little bit in. It was not short, but John Simpson decides to go across. And how many times have we seen in this game where the ball has not bounced that much? It was not a short ball and not exactly the shot John Simpson should have gone for.
Right, and because that one kept a little bit low also. It did keep low, and he made no attempt to navigate the height of that ball, and as a result, stumps lit up. And as a result, he has to make that slow walk back to the to the pavilion. But now we have Andrew Balberini, and we know who that is. He's Ireland captain. Balberini, yeah.
Andrew Balberini, the Irish cricketer. He's the
Yes.
current captain of Ireland,
Yes.
of the cricket team, right-hand batsman. Born in Dublin.
And we know how good he can be.
Well, it's going to be exciting, but he has to adapt to this Broward County Stadium pitch. Needs a little bit of cider, doesn't he?
Yes, he definitely has to adapt, and we'll see how quickly he does adapt to.
Whoa, Gorakesh, Moti, left arm spinner. How many left arm spinners have been successful against the right hand batsman we have seen? And that's a change brought by the CCAU team. Gorakesh this time uses his feet as he likes to do.
Yes.
Joe Cracknell. I think this is the right strategy, but he needs to put bat to ball. This time goes over the mid wicket and completes a easy 2. Just was trying to get it just on top of the mid wicket, not hitting it with force, but just with timing, and gets 2. Joe Cracknell looks a all-round player.
Yes, he does. Joe has great intent about what he wants to do.
This time again walks down, and that's what happens when you walk to the, go down to a spinner. You are able to drive. You can convert it to a single, and you can get a little bit momentum in your shot. But if you play from the crease, it is very difficult, especially with so many fielders, to take any singles. And Joe Cracknell has got it.
Right, Joe has decided that he's going to get to the pitch of the ball and then make the decisions.
Andrew nicely uses his experience and drives it down for a single to open his account. This has been a decent start by the Florida Scorpions. 31 coming from 4.5. It will remain so after the end of the 5 overs. They have lost that one wicket, but Joe Cracknell is looking good, and he would be looking to capitalize in the next over, which is the last over of the power
Power
play.
play. Yes.
We also have Andrew Bilberine, and he is the Irish captain, and everybody will be looking forward to his game plan for tonight. Joe Cracknell is himself an English cricketer and made the 2020 debut in 2019 for Middlesex against Lancaster. So both players, one an Englishman and one an Irishman, on the crease. Abu Zaid bowling. Oh, this ball again! That was a chance.
Yes.
Andrew Bilberine just driving it straight. Seems the ball hold up on the pitch, and Abu Zaid seems to have a chance. Put his right hand up there, but the ball didn't stick.
Twice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that going to hurt? The CCAU team looked like a straightforward chance to me, and this time tries to make room. Does not manage to find gap, and that's what happened. Initially, you need couple of the balls to hit the middle of your bat, and sometimes when the first few 3-4 balls does not hit, it just puts you in a hole, and then
Right.
to get out of the hole is difficult. Whereas sometimes you get a loose ball, you get a 4, an over pitch ball, you drive it for 4, and you feel that you are in.
Yes.
This time beautifully. That was a slow ball tried, but look at Andrew Bilberine.
Right. Yes.
A
That was.
class.
Yes. That looks so good on the eyes. How easily that was a gift to a pro player. Straight up, looped up, outside the off stump. Absolute gift. A player of Andrew's quality would never miss out on a shot of that quality.
And this time again goes for it and beautifully places it again in that same cover region. Does not try to keep that ball on the ground, just goes aerial, and Andrew is letting it up after a few balls of cider. He had it enough. From the stumps, take it and hits it in the gap.
Right, straight over in the cover region. And I think, let's see if they're going to make a change in the field.
Keeping it straight, it was not a bad ball. It was on the wicket, but the class of Andrew just moving and creating some space for himself. This time pulls it and pulls it majestically. The fielder is charging, trying to save it. Grabs the ball, in comes the throw, but comfortable 2 over there. Andrew Bilberine is on the charge. 6 of 11 of 6. This time cuts it, but there is protection up there. And finally, Abizaid finishes his third over. Expensive third over, but overall has done a pretty good job, George.
Yes, after bowling so good for his previous 2 overs, sometimes in trying to get a breakthrough, captain sometimes take a chance with a third over, and maybe sometimes it doesn't always work out.
So after 6 overs of power play, 42 runs have been scored. Andrew is sitting on 12 of 7 and Joe Cracknell is on 24 for 17. The Florida Scorpions would be mighty pleased with this performance. They have two sets batsmen right now, a run rate of 7, and from here on could look, accelerating it slowly to a decent target. This next 6 overs is going to be very crucial because, George, we have seen many times that when the spinner comes and it has the fielders have been spread out, it becomes difficult for the run scoring so far.
Yes, but I think unlike most of the other games, the other games we have seen today, I think we have two of probably the most experienced batters. Um,
Cuts it. Joe Cracknell for a single. Both of them look very stylish and composed.
yes, definitely. Both Andrew and Joe look as if they are ready to take on both all the bowlers that come their way.
Godakesh, what does he has this time? Just tabs it in the air, does not try, just punches it. Tries to go for a single, but the fielder quickly moves and stops that single. Balburney this time cuts it. There is protection, a sweeper up there. Does the work, contains it for 1. Godakesh so far so good. Being able to bowl to these two players of class and able to contain them is a good feat for him.
Yeah, but I think their whole
Shot, cut.
idea is to what a shot by Balburney or that Cracknell. That's Cracknell. What a shot by Joe Cracknell. He really is in a good place.
Yeah, this time it was a little short and with pace, and he took it from the wicket and cut it fine. There was no stopping to that ball with that placement.
But he also moves down the wicket so he could have leverage in order to hit that ball.
Joe Cracknell looks set for even pace bowling and is able to play spin. This is going to be a biggie for Florida Scorpions because his ability to play spin and pace all together, he is very comfortable taking singles at ease, and then whenever there is a chance, pouncing on it like a tiger.
Yes, they are. But both Andrew and Joe looks comfortable at the wicket, real comfortable at the wicket.
Slowly but surely the run rate is climbing, 7.1 now. And if they keep on doing like that, find an odd boundary here and there, they could seriously pose a good target.
At the rate they're going, they probably will make a good 150, 160. What do you think, Amish?
Yes, I think currently if we take 7, I would, at least go to 80, 8 run rate or 8.5 till we go to the end. If they keep the wickets, the if is this: Andrew Balbirni and Joe Cracknell needs to stay till another 5-6 overs, and this is going to be a big score. Meanwhile, Mark Adair comes to bowl. Mark Adair is another Irish international cricketer from Northern Ireland. Right arm fast bowler who also bats right-handed. He made his international debut in 2019. So is it Irish versus England? And this time drives it and rotates the strike.
Yes, great shot out into the cover region. Um, but Mark Adair is a really good medium pacer. I've watched him and play against played. I think I watched him play against England. I think it was, and he was really efficient.
And Andrew might seen him many times both play for Ireland.
So he's used to each other.
This looks like a nice little partnership that is building for Florida Scorpions. Joe Cracknell and Andrew looks nice and settled, relaxed over there. That's what you need, relaxed. This time, just a little bit short. Tries to pull it, does Joe Cracknell, and does not get any. Gets a top edge, and the ball spoons towards the short long on position, and he is gone. Mark Adair has done the damage and gets the breakthrough for his team.
Which is what we were talking about. Mark Adair is he's an international bowler. He understands what he needs to do. And if you notice, with speed and bounce
and field placing, you have seen that he had moved the fielder over there, and Joe, he bowled that bouncer. It was shoulder height, tries to go for it, does not get it, and he had the fielder over there to take the catch. So a great execution. This is called producing a wicket or taking a wicket. It was
Yes.
not given by Joe. And Mark Adair just got it for his team. The partnership was building. Something had to be done, and he raises his hand.
Yes. And so the new batsman is Delray Rawlins. Delray Rawlins is the new batter, but he'll be batting with Andrew. But we'll see how he navigates against Mark Adair.
Time and time again, we have seen one wickets bring two. Can Mark Adair have a double strike? Delray Rawlins. Mark would be looking to bowl some more balls to the new batter. Does he has the field? And rightly so. He has 5 fielders inside the circle, trying to put a little bit of pressure, trying to keep Mark Adair on the strike, and this is called aggressive captaincy.
Yes.
It would have been so easy, George, to put another fielder, on the back, but they kept a fielder up there.
Yes. And his line was a little off. I'm sure he was trying to, keep the pressure on because he's been bowling across his body. But also he's been bowling to 2 right-handers, and now and Delray is a left-handed batter, and as a result, he had to change his line somewhat because that went down towards the leg side. So, but he'll make the adjustment.
Now, this time he again for that same bounce. Andrew somehow manages it to clear the long on, pulls it over the long on fielder and gets a 2. Well, Mark Adair did everything what he needed to do. If you don't try, you don't succeed. And
Yes.
he tried it twice. Once he got the wicket. The second time he almost got it.
Yeah, Andrew barely hit that ball over the long on fielder, and he was successful. But it's clear Mark has a plan, and that is Odin Smith, number 15. Um, we were speculating whether or not Odin Smith is part of the CCAU team, and it's been clearly established that yes, Odin Smith is playing for the CCAU team. So the batting team had better be clear about how much runs they're going to make, because we are fully aware of the capabilities of Odin Smith.
Odin Smith is a big hitter and can clear any ground, but it's also a very useful seamer.
Yes, and so it is Odin Smith who will be steaming in to Delray Rollins. Let's see what his plans are, because he's could go 140.
Whoa, look at that ball. Nice bounce up there, a little bit of pace, short run up, but ability to generate that pace was what surprised Delray Rollins.
Yes. Odin Smith once again into the Rollins.
This time he goes, walks down the track, but cannot get a connection. Fortunately, the ball bounced on top of the wickets.
And Odin Smith is running in hard. He's running in hard. He's holding nothing back. He is putting it at approximately 140 clicks.
Whoa, it does not alter his plan, does he? He has got the channel. He has been troubling Delray Rollins, and he does not want to change it. Probably would be a good thing the way Rollins is trying to open the face of the bat to put a slip over there. This time, Rollins does a good thing, just tucks it down on the leg side, gets off strike, and get
A
the
leg by, and gets a leg by. He was definitely trying to get out from under Odin Smith, and he would do anything he can, including putting his body on the line for that one.
and gets Balburning on strike. The man in form, 17 from 12, Andrew. And he would be looking to add to his tally. 8.4 overs have passed by, and 56 runs has been scored at a loss of 2 wickets. Smith cuts it.
All right, Balburney is definitely not afraid of Smith or his pace.
Odin Smith had to do a little bit of adjustment for the left arm and the left-handed and the right-handed. For the right-handed, there was a little bit of width, and Andrew cut it. Probably Andrew loves playing pace bowlers, as he has played many pace bowlers in his time. And Delray Rollins looks a little bit settled now, tabs it in, takes a single.
Yeah, looks a little bit as if he wanted to get out of the way a little bit and use his bat as somewhat of a defensive toy or a defensive weapon, and taps it into the point area and scamper through for a run.
Delray is An international cricketer now listed with Sussex in the English county cricket. So, Odin Smith, couple of good overs put by the middle. We have seen spinners normally bowling it, and what a change that we have with Odin Smith. And now Mark, this time Delray Rollins, he goes for it.
Right, charges down the wicket and smacked Mark Adair way over the boundary for 6.
Wow, that was a spectacular shot. Look at it. Charging down to the fast bowler and hitting him way over the rope for a huge 6. Delray Rollins had enough and now looks settled. The changes will have to be made. A long on drops off, and now he has only 4 in the inner circle. Whoa, takes evasive action. Mark Adair keeps using the middle of the pitch, using his shoulder to good effect.
And Delray seems to be, I'm not so sure if he doesn't need medical.
Yeah, Rollins, it just hit him a little bit. Hopefully he'll be okay. And now, Bilberine hits it. Finds in the gap, but the ball just after hitting does not. And there is a whoa, whoa, whoa. What did we saw? Andrew was a little bit slow in turning, and the fielder throwed it like a trace of a bullet. Unfortunately, the keeper did not collect it. We have to see there was a run out chance.
Great shot. Great feeling. Andrew was just ambling through, and
that was close. Shot. Tries to connect, but does not get a good connection. Gets a single.
right, that was another slower look. It appears to be a slower delivery, low, and Andrew was on task.
And now we have a change. Our expert commentator Vinod is going to join us for the further proceedings.
Good evening, George. How are you?
Well, welcome back, Vinod. Good to see you again. And as you can see, we have some real international players here with us.
Yeah, Balbuni, of course, being the Irish captain. And Mark Adair as well, also. He's from Scotland. So that just goes to show you the talent that has been coming into South Florida to play cricket.
Yes.
Again, thanks to Mark Qureshi and his vision.
Yes, that vision has brought us some really good cricketers.
That was quick, rushing on to the helmet. He'll just have a look. The umpires will go up to him. His physio, his medical personnel will then go through the new protocols as far as balls hitting batsmen on the head. Ask him where is he, which part of the world he is, what's the score, whether George is commentating, and once he can get all those questions right, he can continue.
Yes.
Meanwhile, it's a halfway stage of the innings, and it's 69 for 2. Let's have a look again at that delivery. It was a pretty quick, rushed on to him.
That one did. Marketeer he's pretty quick.
Yeah, West Indies player Shea Hope, the wicketkeeper, enjoyed that.
Oh, Shea Hope is playing in this game too?
Well, he's a wicketkeeper.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. So think of the teams that are think of the players once again. Uh, Odin Smith, Mark Adair, Andrew Balburney. Um, this team
Shea
has
Hope.
Shea Hope. You know,
Yannick Correa, who played for the West Indies recently,
right?
went to the World
Yes.
Cup, didn't get a game, but he was on the squad. Leg spinner Correa.
Yeah. Um, yes, quite a few talented players.
Mm-hmm.
Real talent.
So Florida Scorpions 69 for 2. Riyad Emirates is also on that team. Former West Indies player. So it's going to be Smith, the bowls. Shea Hope, the wicketkeeper. And that tells you how far the US Open has reached.
Yes.
I'm sure you're very proud being a local boy.
I am supremely proud considering I remembered how it all started.
So it's going to be Smith. Bowls off his shoulders. So he's pretty quick. There'll be Rawlings getting an opportunity to trade blows with Smith.
And he, previous over, he charged down the wicket and hit Mark Adair for a beautiful 6.
I'll tell you something, you would not want to challenge this man because he's pretty quick. Don't get mixed up with that short run up. He bowls off his shoulders. Bowls a heavy ball. So here's Smith again. Cut away, and it's going to go down to a wideish third man, cutting uppishly. There was Rawlings. Brings Balburney onto the strike. And Smith, in his second over, has been excellent, none for 4. Yannick Correa, the fielder. Pulling away, and that's an on the edge that Correa has to move to his left now.
Right, speed to his left just to catch up with that one. It was good fielding.
So the West Indies players on show here in this game. Oh, quick. That was quick.
That was some speed.
And you're seeing it right here at the Central Broad Regional Park. Smith has a wry smile on his face. Let's have a look at that again. That was quick.
Yes, he was determined that was, and he's smiling. He's having a great time. He's enjoying himself.
He's enjoying his work, Smith.
Yes, he's enjoying this cricket.
Last week he was in Abu Dhabi. Saw him in Abu Dhabi playing in the T10. He's here now. Very strong man. Hits the ball a mile. Trinidad and Tobago player. Terrence Hines is going to take up the attack now. Terrence Hines plays for the senior Trinidad and Tobago team. So Clarion County really packing their team with stars.
Yes. They certainly did a good job of going out and recruiting.
Yep. They seem to like that West Indian flavor.
They were determined. They're probably determined to be the champions of this competition.
So here's Terrence Hines. His first delivery. Terrence Hines, fresh out of the Dream 11 in Trinidad and Tobago, where he played for the Sampami Coquerico Cavaliers. So missing his run up.
Now he's ready.
He's bowling! Terrence Hines strikes with his very first delivery. Delroy Rawlings, before even looking to see what is on offer, decided to play what would have been a reverse sweep. Sorry, a reverse scoop. And he's bowled.
So the Wicket have been playing pretty good all day when it comes to either medium fast or fast.
Yep. Castled. Players using the opportunity to have a break, get some water. So Rawlings has to leave. Angelo Pereira, former Sri Lankan international, is now going in.
Oh, yes, Angelo, yeah. Florida Scorpion they recruited very well too.
Yep. Both teams just bringing in the players. They want to take this title. 150,000 on offer in prize money, with the winners walking away with 100,000 US. So Hines striking with his very first delivery. It's now going to bowl to the Sri Lankan Pereira. Pereira is off and running.
Carefully watched. Hit that all the way down to Thirdman. So he could have an easy single.
Last man to leave, Delroy Rawlings. Balbirnie strikes as well. So only going to get one though. Looks at the bottom of his bat. Bats with a CE. Oh, wristily played through the onside there by Pereira. protection down there in the form of Gudakesh Moti, the West Indies left arm spinner. Moti and some good returns for the West Indies recently.
Oh, yes, he did. Yeah. He's back on track.
Oh, that's intelligent bowling there by Hines. He saw Balbirnie backing away and followed him, not giving him any rooms at all.
Balbirnie is pretty aggressive, could be quite aggressive when he wants to, when he needs to. He's on 23 from 19.
Balbirnie drives, finds cover. Not a bad over at all. Excellent over there from Terence Hines. Just 3 runs coming off it.
They have brought it back pretty good from when they started. I mean, in the beginning, at the rate Florida Scorpions were going, you thought they would make their total might be in the 160, 170.
Well, to get up to that now, it'll take a Herculean effort.
But the Smith and Hines and a few of the other previous bowlers have pulled it back tremendously.
So it has been excellent. There's 2 overs, just 7 runs.
Hasn't been a boundary in quite a few overs.
Yeah, they've kept it very tight. Smith continuing in that vein.
He slowed that up. Once again, just another single.
That was quick again, rushing on to Pereira. He's just come in. He hasn't faced Smith as yet. So he's now getting a taste of what Smith can offer. Slow delivery, a lack of pace, preventing him from timing that properly. Inside edge found.
And when you have Smith pace up there in the 140s, high 140s, and then later on you slow it down.
That's guided down to Carrier. Just using the pace of Smith there. Good option.
Once again, all you've gotten out of that is just a single. So it's still pretty good. 2.5. All you've given up is 10. Yeah, 3 overs, 11 runs.
So 7 overs to go. The score at the moment is 80 for 3.
13 overs. So they're on target for maybe 130. You had an awesome prediction earlier today when you were dead on target for 93. With 7 overs to go, you want to make another prediction again today for this game?
I don't know how lucky I will be with these predictions. I think 123. I'm tempted to say 117, but I'll go with 123. What about you?
I'm trying to use my brain to say that 7/6 is 19 plus 2.
Oh, that's Balburney hitting it over cover, losing one hand in the shot. The delivery there by Moti. I was surprised that
Wow.
Hines didn't continue. Got a very good first over, 1 for 3.
Yeah. But I was thinking more about 130. 130.
Yep. Moti in his third over, none for 14. That's short, but in the air. And the fielder down there just gathering, taking his time though. Probably lost it in the
Bright lights.
well. There's an issue here where when the ball goes very high, it comes out of the darkness into light, and you have a very short reactionary time.
That was good running. Good running between the wicket. They were determined to get 2.
So keeping it tight. The Scorpions have not been able to run away with it after the initial stages when they, according to you, were very good. And Clarion has really pulled it back nicely.
At one point, after 7 overs, they were already at 50.
And if Moti's over at the end of 14, it's 88 for 3.
I remembered I was watching the tournament in which Moti was bowling, and he was so efficient, so very efficient.
He's a miserly bowler.
Yes. If I remember correctly, they actually had him bowl like all 10 of his over to start the game. Because I do watch a lot of cricket, but he was really good. Rahi's gonna continue.
Well, that's well played. That's
What
going
a
to go
shot.
into the boundary for 4. So he calculated his angles well.
Andrew,
Balburney. What was the 31?
That was pretty good.
Yep. He knew exactly where the fielders were. It's a spoon in the air and he should be out. Yes, he goes. So, Balburney has to leave. Out caught by Jesse Bhutan. Bhutan from Trinidad and Tobago. It's the ball a mile as well.
So Rahi took pace off the ball, bowled it wider, and as a result, Andrew was not able to navigate, that wider
So the Irish captain has to lead for 31 of 26.
George Dockrell, another Irish player.
Yeah, Dockrell played for Ireland for many years.
Oh, I guess that was why we just saw what we just saw.
Yeah. One guy loaned another his helmet. Is that you were speaking about? Oh, that's a good ball. Just following Dockrell. So it's a bit chilly tonight.
Yeah, temperature usually gets down to in the mid 60s. Was watching the temperature this morning, and I think they were saying maybe 65 to 67 tonight.
Slow delivery.
Yeah, taking the pace off the ball. Yeah, Rahi is bowling with a plan. George Dockrell dabbed that into the point region and got a easy single.
Pereira, very wristy.
Very risky. Asian players typically are.
Abu Jaid Rahi, 2 for 23, has one delivery to go. Beaten. So the end of the over, at the end of it, 94 for 4.
So you're in the last 5 overs is when the teams usually pretty much go all out. This last 5 overs trying to come up with a really, really good score. But at 15 overs, 94 for 4, within reason they should easily get to 130.
I'm thinking with 4 wickets down, they may just hold back a bit. Probably look to go after everything from around the 17th over or so. Because 4 of their top batsmen are already back in the hunt. So Hines is back with us. Hines started very well. Oh, directed. Could have been interesting, but it's not to be.
So they're making changes to the field again. Doing good direction, mid-wicket, deep square leg. There's no changes to sweeper.
And from the looks of it, this would not be a high-scoring match. Hines beats him outside the off stump. Dockwell just pushing at it. Look at Rahi. He finished his 4 overs, 2 for 23. Dockwell not in control. Actually backed away, trying to hit that on the offside. It went on the on. He's, just striving to go into the pads. Just missing his line there. Let's see what Pereira, who has scored 11 of 12, can do. Oh, that's whipped away. And it goes
all
the way for 6. Man, this guy has iron wrists.
Yes, he do. I mean, if you look at that replay, it was all wrist. All wrist. Look at that.
Wonderful
all
shot.
Wrist. Dare not go into his pads.
It's very strong there. He's showing that. He's very strong there.
And that was well, I better not go there, so maybe I'll just bowl a slower one outside the off stump. And so he did. But he has great protection on the offside. Hines.
This time it's in the air. And it's going to go
there.
one bounce
Right.
into the boundary for 4.
One bounce. So George finally get an aggressive attempt, and it was well worth it. Well worth it.
So with 4 overs to go, it's 108 for 4. I said 123 or 117. I was thinking of 117, and I said I'll go with 123, which means that's 15 runs in 4 overs, which is very easy to get.
Oh, yeah.
And you said 130, which is 22 in 4. Let's see.
Yeah. At the rate they're going, we're probably both going to be a little bit short.
It's going to be Mark Adair. Slow delivery to start with. Excellent. The dot ball is like gold in this type of cricket.
Yes, it is. But what I was surprised about, he went into Angelo's strong, where his strength is, and he got away with it.
Not bad at all from Adair.
Yeah, got away with it. 2 balls, 1 run. And Angela's strength.
So it's going to be George Dockwell, the Irishman, to take strike now.
And so they're fully aware singles are definitely not going to hurt them. So they don't mind giving singles.
Yeah, at this stage, you know, giving away the singles, it's the boundaries they are protecting.
Yes.
So he has to give chase and they're going to go back for 2. There's a chance for a run out here. Direct hit would have had him. This is good bowling by Adair.
That was also come close to being a dangerous overthrow.
Swatted away through the offside. It's running away for 4.
Right.
Not pretty, but effective.
Yes, that's It appears that that's George Dockwell's favorite shot.
Well, it was actually Pereira who played the shot.
Oh, that was Angel. Oh, yeah, you're right. That was Pereira who hit that. Yep.
It's an appeal. Probably just to distract the umpire.
That's right. Yeah, usually that's how it works. Distract the umpire when it goes down the leg side to see if maybe they won't call a wide. 'Cause it's twofold. You have to bowl another one, you've given away a run.
One to end the over. It's 118 for 4.
Oh, Angela hit that softly into the short mid-wicket area and scamper through for a double. Runman Rays is back into the attack.
They're going to look to use the pace of Roman Rees. Going for 22 in his first 2 overs. In fact, 21. Pushed in the air. It's running away to the point boundary and should get there for 4. So there goes my prediction of 123.
Yes. And with 17.2 overs, with 2.4 balls, was, quite a few balls to go. 12 and 4, 16 balls to go. 6 and 6, 12 and, 12 and 4, 16 balls to go.
Pereira, almost without notice, has reached up to 32 of 21. So he has made a difference here.
And they're running hard. They're taking everything, turning singles into twos, and any ball that's hit in their zone, they're going for the maximum.
Reese, still 3 balls to go in this over.
Yeah, they're not letting a single ball goes by without a run.
No, that's at this stage in innings, they have to run for everything. So Reese just looking to take the arms away from the players by bowling right into their legs. And of course, you would know that Raman Rees is a former Pakistani player.
Yeah, they're making sure they do put a lot of pressure on the fielders.
So it's the end of the over. End of Rees' third. On for 32. And at the end of 18, it's 130 for 4.
So with good scoring for the last 2 overs in a T20, they should at least be able to get 6 runs per over. So conservatively, Florida Scorpions should get at least 142, at a minimum of 142 at this rate. Which probably would be, which could be considered a good score.
Yeah, that's definitely a fighting score. Smith has been very good. 3 overs, none for 11.
And he has to continue to put a lot of pressure on the batter with that good econ rate that he has going right as we speak.
Well, if he's not sharp here in this final over, that economy hit could take a beating because they're going to go for everything now. Dockrell, gets one.
Right, see their intent, walking across and hitting pretty much most everything onto the onside. While Smith's intent is to keep everything on the offside.
Just backing away there, Pereira. All he can get is 1. Here's the Burley Smith. Well, unlucky. That's going to go for 4 because of the pace of Smith. Top edge. And even after being struck for 4, he's still smiling.
Well, I think he was more under the impression that says, hey, you know what, my pace is such that you barely, could catch up with what I'm doing. Therefore, I'm going to continue to do that.
And this is a run out. Dockrell sacrificing his innings there so that Pereira, who is well set, can continue. And this is good sportsmanship, it's good thinking. Yesterday we saw Unmuk Chand run out his opening partner who was on 45 of 16. And he could have sacrificed his innings. Yep.
Wow. So, see, it was probably the reason why Smith was smiling the whole time, because he is fully aware that based on his speed and the pace that he's bowling at, George wasn't really going to catch up with what he was doing, and he was right.
So Barry McCarthy is the new man in. Here's Smith again. In the air. And the sweeper just attacking it. Good bit of fielding. Throws Smith to the ground and he's smiling.
He's truly having he's having a good time, isn't he? He's really having a good time. I think he's maybe it's the thought of playing without any pressure at all. Unlike some of the other tournaments he's had to play in. And look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
End of the over. End of a good spell. None for 19 by Smith.
Yeah. The thought of playing in a tournament where, he knows for an absolute fact he's one of the he's one of the top players. He's playing without hardly any pressure at all. So he's just having a good time. He's enjoying himself.
So let's see who will end proceedings here in the first innings.
So we're coming up to the last over, and it's Mark Adair who's going to bowl the last over. And he'll be bowling to Barry. Let's see how well Barry navigates this last over from Mark.
Adair. So a delivery and a muscle through the offside. Get a bit of fielding on the fence.
Right, that was hit like a tracer bullet to the cover region, and but all they got was a single. It was hit so hard, it went there in 1.2 seconds. Oh, surprised they only went for a single there. Yep. They've been running pretty hard the entire time.
So 4 deliveries to go. Can they get up to 150?
So once again, another single into the short mid-wicket region. Barry, just guide that into that region. Mark is doing his best to ensure there are no boundaries in this last over. I'm pretty sure he doesn't mind giving all singles.
Good delivery.
Great delivery again from Mark. That was nice directed Yorker, slower, and Angelo could just poke it into the cover region for a single. So once again, Mark steams in. That's it. Another single.
Not bad at all by Macha there.
Yeah, 5 balls, 5 singles. And that's it. So here we are, last ball. Sure, Mark is trying to ensure that he finishes strongly. And
Bowl
he
him.
bowls him.
So Macha there takes the 6th wicket to fall, and the Scorpions making 143 for 6 there, George.
Yeah, so that was Mark Adair. He really bowled that last over. For a last over to only give up 5 runs, it was really, see, he took took all the pace off that ball. He was so far ahead in front of that ball.
Going through the scorecard, Simpson 4, Cracknell 31, Balbuni 31, 14, Angelo Pereira 14, sorry, Delroy Rawlings 42 to Angelo Pereira of 30 balls. George Dockrell got a value of 13, and Barry McCarthy had 143 for 6. And the bowling, Rowan Reed 3 was for 33. Rahi had 4 overs, 2 for 23. He was good. Moti, none for 19. He was good as well. Adair, 2 for 31. Smith was very good. 4 overs, none for 19. And Terrence Hines had the 2 overs for 17. We take a short break. When we come back, we're here for the chase. So welcome back. We are here to see the reply. 143 for 6. The target is 144. John Ross Jagisa, Trinidad and Tobago player. Also played for the St. Kitts Nevis Patriots in the CPL. He's going to take up the attack now from the northern end. Both umpires just conferring. Don't know what is the issue. And early on, the Florida Scorpions making 143 for 6 of their 20 overs. Marker there, ending the innings with 2 for 31. But Odin Smith was very good. 4 overs, no maidens, none for 19. In a situation here where Clarion County needs to get up to 144. I think they're about to get things going. There's a slip in place. And remember, we're in the power play. So, Scorpions opening with spin. Jagisa bowls. This is driven through the offside, over the infield, and that'll run very close to the boundary. In fact, it's pulled up now. And they are going to come back for 2. So 2 without loss to start proceedings. John Ross played for the US All-Stars last year and they reached the finals. He was the top bowler at the US Open in 2021. Yes, this is slugged away. A massive hit for 6. Length delivery from John Ross turning into the right-hander. And all he had to do was to stay low and hit it out of the park. Ahmed is really having a go here. So this is the first over, 14 without loss. The Australian Ben Donk is there, the non-strikers end. Three deliveries bowled thus far. Here's John Ross. Short, looking to cut, down to point. John Ross Jagisa always tends to do well wherever he plays. He's from South Trinidad. And the off spinner has been in and amongst the wickets, as I said before. Let's see what he produces here. He's in. This is much better. Pushed away up to mid-off. 14 in the over so far. Yes, John Ross. And they're just looking to get off strike again. So 15 runs coming off the first over. Remember, the target is 144. What a start here by Clarion County. So Mukhtar Ahmed getting 15 in the first over. Ben Donk. Is going to take strike, the final delivery. Here's John Ross through on a wrong, comes in, bows to Donk. Donk is driving. There's an appeal for a stumping. Square leg umpire is unmoved. End of the over, the end of 1, it's 15 without loss. So Jagisam bowling his first over. 15 runs coming. Welcome back, George. I hope that you enjoyed your dinner. I'm George's Roti Delight.
It was awesome.
Long drives, pushes it down to Emirates. The evergreen Riyadh Emirates.
And I see Ben hasn't faced the ball as yet. And we know how aggressive
But he
Ben
actually
Young can
faced-
be.
He actually faced one, the final ball of the first over.
And Ahmed is on 13 from 5. I guess he's in a hurry.
Driving through the offside. This is going to run away very close to the boundary. Will it get there? And a lovely bit of fielding. That restricts them.
Yeah, Ahmed is definitely trying to
That was quick coming back in to Ahmed. He's able to get one.
Okay, so we have caught up with the score. Scoreboard is now correct.
So it's 15 without loss in over number 2. In fact, we've come to the end of over number 2, 16 without loss. Yeah, so Ahmed is now 19. Ben Donk is on 3. And Barry McCarthy is bowling his first over.
Yes. So we're in 2.3 overs. Score is 22 without loss. And Ahmed is on 19. He's
This time this is
wow.
down the ground. That's a big hit. And it goes all the way for 6. Ahmed seems to be a real dasher.
Yes, he is. He's making sure he put the bowler on under a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. If you come into his zone, he is going to make you pay. He is 25 from 10. And score is 28 without loss from 2.4 overs. Barry's once again into Ahmed. And he guides that down to Thirdman for a single.
So one delivery to go in over number 3. Clarion County looking to get a good start, take advantage of the power play. 144 is a decent target to chase. So it's down the leg side. It's running away for 4. Let's look at the umpire. 4 leg pies.
So it hasn't started very well.
Yeah, Keon
for
Harding.
Florida Scorpion because they're giving up 11 runs.
Well, Keon Harding has been good. His over just costing 5, and I think he might be continuing. Yes, he's continuing from this end. We had Emirates the experience. We had Emirates having a little chat with him just now. Mukhtar Ahmed has really turned things on its belly, so to speak.
Yes, he has. He has decided that he's not going to let the bowlers settle down at all. He's going to just put the pressure on the bowler to bowl good balls every single ball, and if he doesn't, he'll put him to the task.
Good line again by young Harding. That's a nice high action. He's not a tall man. He's been in and around Trinidad and Tobago's cricket and West Indies cricket, and the selectors have their eyes on him. Here he is again, bowls, and it's tugged away down behind square. They take 1. The score moves on now by 1 to 34. 110 required for victory. I'll say good night to the chairman of Cricket Council USA, Mohammed Qureshi. You were speaking very highly of him early on when you said that has not received the recognition that he deserves.
No, he hasn't. I mean, Mac has put. I mean, cricket where it is in America, and he's never been. I mean, Mac is recognized, but he's never been given the true recognition that he should be given for where cricket is in America.
And do you think that he should go into the national administrative system?
In my opinion, cricket in America is where it is because of one person and one person only, and that's Mac. Because when we played just regular little cricket, Mac was the one who saw the vision of where cricket could be in America. And look at what we're doing today. Look at all these cricketers who have no issues coming to play cricket in America because of who? One person.
And the vision realized.
One person.
Over 800 players entered the draft.
And I'm just simply saying, everybody should says, you know what, Mac deserve the due respect.
He has been recognized by.
I'm not saying he hasn't been recognized, but you know what? I just don't think he's been given the true respect that he deserves for what he has put into cricket in America.
Well, at the moment, Keon Harding is not receiving any respect at all from Ben Dunk.
Yeah.
And I was saying before, Mark Rishi has been recognized more outside of America than in America. He has been, highly acclaimed in the West Indies for the work that he is doing in America.
But I also think that it should be more, not just in America, but internationally. If this was Australia, England, and Mac did what he did anywhere else, everybody would be singing his praise and says, look at this one person. Look at where he took cricket from in this one place, and look at where he puts it.
Yep. Do you think that the groundwork was done by Qureshi and others are now coming in?
But that's what it has done. He has done all the groundwork, and everybody's now coming in and trying to and really is trying to reap the benefits of all the groundwork that he's put in.
Yep. You had some very strong words there coming from George. It's the end of over number 4. Well, George, they're going at a rocket speed here at the moment. And we know Ben Dunk. We know what he could do, but he's not even 6. And look at his rate compared to Mukhtar. What he's doing, he's just they're racing to this total. Yeah, I think what they have done is that they have decided 144 could be tricky, and that they're going to take advantage of the power play.
Yes. They really have decided that they're going to take good advantage of which they should. Good teams do take advantage of power plays.
Well, we had Emirates, I think, is going to take up the attack. No, I thought Emirates was going to take up the attack. I think in a situation like this, you need the experienced bowlers like we had Emirates to come to the fore.
Yes, and to pull it back a little bit, because if it gets so out of hand that by the time your good bowler comes on, it is out of hand already, then it's almost impossible to pull it back.
Yeah, in that situation, it makes no sense at all.
And, here it is. You have a current run rate of 11.5 when the required rate to overhaul that total is simply just 6.1.
Yeah, so no need for anything silly, but I still think the way Mukhtar Ahmed has started, he's not going to stop. Neither will be Ben Dunk. They have the ability to put away the bad balls, and once it comes along, they are going to do that. Let's see. It's going to be George Dockrell, the experienced George Dockrell. And this is clobbered down the ground. That's one more.
Yeah, they're definitely not giving them, not letting them rest at all. They're gonna,
Yeah, they're attacking.
yes.
George Dockrell, the Irish international. So he has the experience, and they'll have to be very careful with him. As you said, the required rate just 6.1. This time he struck on the pad, probably just outside the line of the leg stump. Not out, says the umpire. Yeah, clearly just outside the leg stump. Dockrell can't get that. This time he's hiked away, and it goes all the way for six.
All the way for
He
six.
lost it in the dark, and it has crashed into the MAQ sign for 6 runs.
Ben Dunk is definitely not gonna let up. We are so aware of who he is and what he's capable of. So,
Well, you bowl a bad ball, he's going to dunk it. And
yes,
he
he
dunked
will.
it over the boundary. Dockrell bowling from the northern end. Let's see what he responds with. Dunk is driving, it takes the edge and goes down to short third man. So they're really taking advantage of this power play. 53 without loss in the 5th over. On the leg side and a smashed down behind square for 4. Ben Dunk is entertaining the crowd on hand here tonight. The score goes on to 57 now without loss. Let's have a look at the replay here, George.
Yes.
Yeah, the line was all
And
wrong.
there's no way you're giving that kind of a shot to Ben Dunk, and he's not going to take it.
Dunk is on 25. He's looking to hit this somewhere out of the ground. Misses all ends up. So the end of Dockwell's over. It goes for 11. And with a target of 144 before them, they've reached 57 without loss after 5.
And we can add that probably one of the older players, maybe one of the oldest players in this whole tournament is probably Ben Dunk. But he's vastly experienced, Australian cricketer who has played in a lot of overseas league because of his amazing talent.
So Riyad Emirates, the experienced Riyad Emirates, I was saying that in a runaway situation like this, you need the experience of guys like Riyad Emirates to come to the fore. But here he is now, Emirates bowls, and it starts with a slow delivery. Ahmed works it away down behind square for 1.
But consider where Emirates is bowling today. 58 runs is already on the board when he starts. So he's just going to have to bowl his heart out just to bring it back.
Yeah, he really has to lead the other bowlers. He's the most experienced of the bowlers on this squad.
Yeah, he's going to have to be on target the whole time.
58 without loss. This is the last of the power play. Emirates starting well. I think he's going to go around the wicket now to the left-handed dunk. Let's see Dunk's approach to Emirates. Yes, Emirates is into Dunk. Dunk whips it away on the leg side. I think that probably came off the pad. Very strong on the onside is the Ben Dunk. No signal forthcoming from the umpire. Seems to be runs. Well, he's waiting, and a very late signal of leg by.
Yeah, very late. But, you know, CCAU, I'm sure they're, you know, don't care much one way or another. Just so a run is a run for them. So
the Clarion County.
And once again, Mukhtar is content to simply rotate the strike. And clearly they're already all the way up to 60 with just 5.4 overs gone. Yep, so here we come, Emirates in.
Whipped away through the onside. They take one. Looking to come back for two. It's not there.
Ben Dunk was in a hurry for more than one.
Good to see the Australian involved in the US Open.
Yes, definitely. I think it's a great thing when you have players from all over the world who are, you know, part of this great tournament.
This time he's going, and that is gone.
Huge six.
Mukhtar Ahmed is not sparing any of the bowlers.
He is not about to let anything that's wayward, if it's outside the off stump and it's a length ball, it'll be gone just like that. Huge six over the cover region. And so after 6 overs, 67 without loss, Mukhtar Ahmed is on 36. Ben Dunk is on 26. And I think it's George. Might be George who's going to continue. Yeah. Yeah, George continues. No, Danny Lamb is and he misfields, and they were quick to come through for two. Quick to make it through for two. So Mukhtar is, once again, any opportunity that's given, he's going to take it. All opportunities. Danny comes through again. Straight down, back past the bowler. And they scamper through for a single. And we're up to 70. 70 without loss. 6.2 overs.
Tell you, these guys are racing along here. They're matching each other stroke for stroke. It's going to be Ahmed to face some Danny Lamb. Oh, what a shot.
Just guys,
Should come back for two.
he's the two.
Here's Lamb again, looking to guide it, this time straight to Emrit. .74 without loss. Ahmed is on 38. Ben Dong 31 now. And it's Ahmed on strike. Flicked away. Obviously, only one though.
And the vacant region of short mid wicket. And wow, that was hit really hard, straight back past the bowler. The fielder did very good to cut that off. And that's the end of Danny Lamb's first over. Once again, gave up 10 runs. And so after 7, CCAU is at 77 without loss.
So they're going at 11 runs and over. Which is a very healthy clip there, George.
Very healthy clip, especially when all they need to overhaul this total is a rate of 5.2.
So once they play each ball on its merit, they should be home.
Yes, you know, it's T20 cricket, and all they need is 67 runs. And that was smoked.
That's the best way to describe that, smoked.
Through the backward point region, and the fielder was given maximum chase and didn't have much of a chance. Race to the boundary, and Mukhtar moves on to 43.
Emmet again. They're zoning in into that off stump.
Hammered into Ben Dunk. And a rare dot ball. So hammered in again to Dunk. And once again, they scamper through for a quick single.
So they've done all the good hard work early on.
Yeah, they're definitely rotating the strike, easily rotating the strike without any risk. And so at the end of 8,
Well, Everett has really been good, but he can't bowl from both sides.
oh wow, smoked over.
6 more.
Wow. Hi.
Well, we have joining us here young Kurishi, and he has the Man of the Match award. He'll be presenting that at the end of this match, which will be very soon. The score is 88 after 8 overs at a run rate of 11. Emirates going for some runs in that over.
Yes, it was. I guess in maybe trying to get a wicket, he decided that he needed to change his approach.
56 of 72. Here he is now down the leg side. Let's wait on the umpire.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. Probably rushed the pad.
Danny Lamb is coming into Mukhtar, who is in a rush to finish this game.
Ball him!
Oh,
That one not getting up as he would have expected, and it crashed into the timbers. That's a big breakthrough. Mukhtar Ahmed, 45 of 23, had a magnificent hand. Let's have a look at it. Not getting up as he thought it would.
and there was a slower ball too.
So he has to go. Ben Dunk is still there though. So good knock here by Mukhtar Ahmed. 45 of 24.
And in walks Shy Hope.
Yeah, the West Indies wicketkeeper batsman Shea Hope goes in now. Now, once he gets going to, this game could finish pretty quickly.
Yes. There's still quite a bit of discussion as to why he's not on the test team.
Yeah, I think he should be there.
Lots of discussion.
88 for 1. Shea Hope joining Ben Dunk.
So the required rate has fallen to 4.8.
Well, Danny Lamet is bowling to Shea Hope. Immediately he's off the mark.
And that's his game. He will rotate the strike.
Very attractive batsman to look at. Scored a number of ODI centuries for the West Indies. In fact, he's averaging in the 50s in ODI cricket.
Yes, he's pretty good at it. He really is good at it. When you look at his stats, he
Here's Danny Lamb. And Donk is getting a delivery that is a bit short. He togs it away down to deep mid wicket, and they should be coming back for two. Yes, they're back for two. Down goes to 40.
And how quickly he did that. He certainly knows how to up the total, up his scoring rate pretty rapid.
Islam. Donk again playing a similar type shot. This time, Emmett cuts the angle. Only one. .92 for one. This is over number 9. Height away. And he is gone. So Shehope not hanging around. Just getting a delivery on the leg side, whipping it away, and he has to leave. Shehope goes, and Clarion County, they've lost their second wicket. Shehope getting a delivery on the leg stump, and just hitting it airborne.
So Daniel Lamb, he's an English cricketer. His current team is Lancashire. He's considered a pretty good all-rounder. Plays T20 cricket mostly. Started his career first class in 2018. So he's really has reeled it back in a little bit. 2 overs, 2 for 12.
Change of bowling. John Ross, who opened the bowling, is back into the attack. Let's see if he gets any assistance from the track. So here's John Ross, bowling to Donk.
And Milind Kumar is the new batter. And
93 for 2. That required rate is 4.7. See what John Ross can do.
Milind Kumar.
John Ross has to produce something magical here. More runs continue to flow here. Here's Jagisa. Ben giving himself room. 94 for 2. This is over number 10 in progress.
So Milan Kumar actually plays for the Delhi Daredevils in IPL.
Direct hit, and he's in trouble. He's gone. Emrit
The umpire gave him out.
hitting that one with a direct throw, and the third wicket has fallen. Milan Kumar has to leave.
With wow.
Let's have a look at that again. Delivery outside the off stump, down driving. And look at Emrit picking it up, and in one motion had the stumps on the ground. Excellent work by Riyad Emrit.
Okay, the new batter is
Clarion County.
Yannick. Oh, okay, from
talent.
Western. Yeah.
It's going to be Yannick Carrier. Just 50 required. 61 balls to get it. John Ross is going to continue now. There's one delivery to go in his over. He's bowling to the new batsman, Yannick Carrier. So we can learn a thing or two from Ben Dunk. Occupying the crease. And then as that was achieved, Dunk started to attack the bowling.
So at the end of 10, still 94 for 3. They're still in control because they still have a supremely high run rate, 9.4. Still only need five runs per over to overhaul this total. And with Ben Dunk still at the Cree, it is, still a good shot that they will easily overhaul this total.
This time he's pulling this one down to square leg. Ben Dunk has looked unruffled.
Yes, he's played with poise, certainly with a lot of poise. Dan and Lamb have also played with bowled with a plan. He's bowled 2.1 overs. It's only given up 13 runs, but it's also gotten two really, really big wickets. So Danny into Yannick. And there are 6 fielders. Oh, they actually had 6 fielders in the circle. And they're determined to run 2 on that. So he's played that smartly into the covers and was quickly back for 2. So Danny into Yannick again. And once again, they are playing smart cricket, just easily rotating the strike because they know that's all they need. Singles will get them this total, and then they'll certainly have opportunities for a boundary here and there. Yep, there goes the boundary. Van Dunk was easily put that away. Fine leg boundary. Strain onto his leg side. He's not going to let you get away with that. I mean, Emirates is inside the circle. And look at that. Now, Danny Lamb is just playing great cricket. He knows exactly what he needs to do. He bowls the ball in the right area. The batsman makes a mistake and he's out caught.
And so some wickets falling at the back end of the innings here.
Easy as you could get it. Van Dunk is gone for 47 off 34. Bowled by Danny Lamb. And here comes Mr. Smith. The hard-hitting Mr. Odin Smith. And I'm sure CCAU will be hoping that if they could get Mr. Odin Smith out, they will definitely have a shot at winning this game, even though all they need is 42. 42 from 54. Because I'm pretty sure they will understand that Smith might be going all out, wanting to finish this game as quickly as possible based on his hard-hitting style. And so here comes Ross.
And that one was on with the arm.
And Ross, first ball to Yannick, loud shout. Umpire was not interested. John Ross again to Yannick. On the defensive.
Well, they need to me, they also need to take wicket. So that's going to be hard. Taking wickets and being on the defense all at the same time.
And they were not interested in that single. They're definitely not trying to take any chances. And so that's it. Yannick plays that out into the covers, short covers region. Scamper through for a single. So Odin Smith could have his first look at US Open cricket for 2022. And they've put a slip in for Odin Smith. And here comes John Ross. And Smith flicks and flicks hard. And scamper through for two easy for easy two. Comes again, but this time he hit, and he hits straight, hard, far and long. And once Smith is able to straighten his arms, there is no doubt about where that ball is going. Arms out, arms straight, and the end result is always going to be the same. That's going to be 6 runs. So Dean Smith have faced 2 balls, 8 runs. So after 12 overs, score 111 for 4. 48 balls to go, 33 required. Let's see who is the bowler coming up. Bowl to Yannick.
Just to remind you, the target is 144. It's 111. Nelson for 4.
And so Danny Lamb continues. And Yannick is so watchful. He has no intention of giving away his wicket. Comes through again. Plays that gently. And so Yannick is going to stream in and hope he can get the dangerous Mr. Smith. Because they are so sure about it. If they could get Smith, they have a great opportunity. And here comes Danny. And because everybody's out on the field, out on the boundary, or as far away from the Mr. Smith as possible could get, they're able to scamper through for an easy single. And so, once again, Danny coming into Yannick. And he cuts it all the way down to Thirdman. Fielder misfields, and they're easily able to get 2. 114 for 4. And he's still coming through. Ball into Yannick. Once again, everybody so far away. Easy 2 for Yannick. Easy 2 for Yannick. And so this will be the last ball of Danny Lamb's 4th over. And they will be watchful just so they could play him out. And once again, same story. They were going to run 2, settled for 1. So Daniel Lamb's complete finish. His over is done. 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 26. And after 13 overs, 117 for 4. 7 overs to make 27 runs. So current run rate 9.0. All that's required is 3.9 runs per over. And we know with the hard-hitting Mr. Smith at the Cree and Yannick with his ability to rotate the strike, things should be quite easy for CCAU. It's a no-risk sort of venture for the batting team. And Riyad Emirates, once again, trying to hold back the floods, is on his way, trying to see if he can break this partnership and maybe have his team have a shot. And once again, Yannick just dabs that down to the point area, backward a point, and they scamper through for an easy single, which appears to be Yannick's responsibility. Rotate the strike. Now with Smith batting, you'll notice almost immediately everybody's heading all the way to the boundary, as all the feelers that are allowed to go on the boundary are heading to the boundary. Minimum feelers inside the circle, maximum feelers outside the circle. So here comes Emirates. Great ball. Bounce. Smith had to play quite defensive on that one, but I'm sure they're not worried about that at all. Just simply play easy. Look at what needed and take what's given. And once again, simply hit into the vacant mid-wicket area and scamper through for a single. No need to take any extra chances. 39 balls, 24 runs. 13.3 overs, 120. 4 wickets. Smith has faced 5 balls. He has 10 runs. Yannick has 11, faced 14. Another good ball from Emirates. Another dot ball. But I'm sure the batting team is not super worried about a dot here or a dot there. Here come Emirates. And once again, ease the rotation of the strike for a single. Ball into the vacant mid-wicket area for an easy single. Hammer it in again to Smith.
So,
And they have a and last ball single.
well, Emirates is still fighting. He's a fighter, really. Emirates, you can see him
Yes.
picking the ball up, firing it back to the wicket keeper.
And that's what he's doing. He's fighting for every ounce of what he thinks he could do to help his team win.
His ball 3 overs, none for 26. Danny Lamb has completed his 4 overs, 3 for 27.
Yes, Danny Lamb has truly fought to give his team a chance. But
So Odin Smith is there, though. If Odin Smith gets going here, this match will be over pretty soon.
yes, if it could be 1 over or 2 overs if Odin Smith were to say have his way.
He's on strike now.
Yes, he decided that he wasn't going to run very hard on the last ball to get those 2 runs at all. So
Going to be Keon Harding. The ball to the big Jamaican. Six overs to go and 22 runs required. Safe to say that the Clarion County may well be taking this first encounter unless something dramatic happens here.
yes, something real dramatic would need to happen for them to not have this expected result of a win.
Here's Harding. And that's 6. From the moment it left the bat, you knew that was 6 there, George.
Yes, you cannot throw the ball on Smith bat, and which is precisely what happened.
Yeah, poor delivery there by Harding.
These boundaries are way too small to throw the ball on Smith bat. It's a little bit like batting practice. Okay, here he comes again. Oh, he bowls him.
Yeah, Smith swinging with his head in the air. And after that 6, Harding exacts revenge, 128 now for the loss of 5. You can see another delivery that just outside the off stump from Harding, angling in.
And that was truly, truly, truly great revenge. You hit a 6 off of me, I get you on the very next ball. So now it's 34 balls, 16 runs that's required.
Then we mark a day to go in there now.
And Markader, another Irish player.
$128 for 5. It's match number 6. He's Harding again. Into the air, and he just guides it away down to third man for 4. As easy as that.
Easy as that. That was uses the pace of the ball, and no fielder had a shot at that. No shot at that. Marketeer just guides that to the boundary. Simply guide. So now it's 12 runs that's needed.
So it's 132 for 5. Say good night to Mr. Omer Sheikh out there in Pakistan, who is working for CC USA out there. Very hard worker, Omer Sheikh. And he's up in the wee hours of the morning there in Pakistan, sending all the graphics and what have you. 132 for 5. Here's Harding. Been a mixed over.
That was a truly good ball. Bounce.
Good bounce, well directed.
Okay.
$11 runs coming in the over. So 5 overs to go, just 12. 11 required for victory.
Okay, and so we're waiting on a bowling change.
Marker there. Just coming in. It's going to be Jagisa again. Jagisa, who started off given 12 in his first over, has tightened up.
Truly has tightened up. He's decided that he wants to fight.
Ten more required. Up the backward, cracking this one square is Clarion. And they should be going back for 2. 8
Yeah.
required for victory now. There's one more. Stucking it around the corner there, Carrier.
Yeah, he's easily rotating the strike.
You will know a lot about John Ross. They come from the same country. So he's off the back for driving here. There. They take 1. So the run's coming easily here now. There's 6 required of 25 balls.
Or will he try to finish it with one flourish? Nope.
It's the end of the over. The end of the spell by Jagisa. His 4 overs going for 28. And at the end of the over, it's 139 for 5.
Haven't really been in the close games today, huh?
No, we haven't had any close matches today.
And every team that bats seconds win.
Yeah, that's true.
So chasing is the way to go.
$139 there for 5. 5 to get of 24 balls. So it's going to be McCarthy. His first over just going for 13. He's back into the attack now.
Yeah, this should be the last over.
Good ball. Right on spot.
Yeah. They're steaming into Yannick.
Bad delivery down the leg side. Signal wide. So just 4 runs away. $140 for 5. Horizon 16 a day is on 7 of 7. Down the leg side, and this is going to run very close to the boundary. Harding picks up, and they get 1.
They get 1?
Yep, so 3 required now. Not a single. So just 2. And the Clarion County would open with a victory. This is match number 6. 19 matches again to go. It's a 25 match tournament. Scores a level.
Okay, so 2 balls for 1 run. Oh, last ball.
Well, we still have to wait.
Oh, I think this there's still 1 ball to go in the over.
Yep. 1 run required.
Yeah.
Ah, what a hit. That's the way to end it. A massive blow for 6. That brings the match to an end. Congratulations to the Clarion County Eagles. Barry McCarthy, 2 overs none for 23 in the end. So that's a victory there. The Scorpions going under. They'll have to recoup pretty quickly and come back tomorrow. And we're going to look at the scorecard. Mukhtar Ahmed 45, Ben Dong 47, Shehope 1, Milin Kumar 1, Kara 18, not out, Odin Smith 17, Mahadeh 14, not out. 149 for 5. Just looking at the bowling, Jagger Southall was none for 28, Harding 1 for 29 and 3, McCarthy 2 overs none for 23, Dockrell had just the 1 over for 11, Emery 3 overs for 26, and Danny Lamb to pick up the bowlers. 4 overs, no beatings, 3 for 27. Congratulations to the Clarion County on behalf of all of us here from MAQ TV. I want to say a good night and a final word from George.
Well, it was one beautiful day for cricket. The atmosphere was great. The venue was great. The temperature was great, and we hope to have you back again tomorrow for another beautiful day of cricket.
Tomorrow we'll be right here. You can join us at 10 minutes to 10, and we will be here to bring you another 3 matches. Bye for now.
Have a great night.
Yeah, that's the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, welcome to the match presentation ceremony for match number 6, the Clarion County star-studded team, and they got a victory here tonight. It was a wonderful performance by them, and the Florida Scorpions, they will have to go recoup and come back. The man who led the way was Ben Donk. He's here. He's our man of the match. Joining me at the presentation party is young Ian Qureshi, who is the son of the chairman of CCUSA, Mohammed Qureshi. He's a tennis player. He's also a cricket player, but he loves his tennis, and he will present the award to Ben. Well, Ben, wonderful innings.
Oh, thank you. I think, with a short tournament, it's really important for the team to get off to a good start, and, we were able to do that tonight. So we've got to back up tomorrow and hopefully go 2 from 2.
Well, you started aggressively, 144. It's not the biggest score in the world. What was the thinking, though? It could be a bit tricky, 144.
Yeah, we'd seen 140 being defended a couple of times and a couple of lower totals, so we knew that it was going to be tricky enough, but we just tried to make the most of the power play. I thought Mookie batted really well, my partner there, and to get a good opening stand sort of set us up for the win.
And moving forward, I know this is probably your first time at this tournament. Tell us a bit about your thoughts on this tournament.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, I've really, I've holidayed in the States before and always loved it, and I'm a big fan of American sports, so to be over here and playing the sport that I love, especially with the expansion plans and the big plans they have for cricket in this country, I'm really excited for it.
All the best. We wish you all the best and your team moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's been a wonderful day of cricket. I think everyone is probably a bit tired, but they'll return tomorrow at 10 a.m. for match number 7.